What is up, guys? Today we're going to be doing top tier. Now, the top tier characters, goes without saying, are the best in the game. Now, these characters usually have one of two things, and one being they are very consistent and they have few weaknesses. The second thing, and this is probably the most common, is that they just have something totally ridiculous about them, right? They have some one move or a couple moves that are just so strong that make them essentially overpowered. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Starting this list off, we have Lucina. Now, again, I know this character has fallen off a little bit, and some people are only putting her in high tier, but I still think she's a top tier character. And Lucina is one of those characters that is probably the most consistent character in the game. Right? She doesn't have to worry about tippers like Marth. She doesn't have to worry about sour spots like Roy. She just has a big sword, and it hits pretty hard, right? She has back air that can kill, pretty early. It's a great edge guarding tool. You can actually back air out of shield. You can up B out of shields, frame 3, and it kills. It's really good. So this character has out of shield. This character can edge guard, and she has a great recovery. You can't really challenge her off stage too much. This character has a super safe neutral, right? Nair, down tilt. This character has combos, right? Not a lot of great combos, but you can still falling up air into back air. You can just pretty much wall your opponent out with forward airs, just jumping around, throwing out forward airs. I know this character is very basic, and some people say she's boring. Some people say she's just brain dead or she's not fun to play, but I disagree. I think this character is actually really fun to play because you really just have to rely on having good fundamentals and knowing how to play the game. Granted, she doesn't really have a grab game, but grabs have overall been nerfed in this game, and they're not nearly as powerful as Smash 4 anyways, so, right, this character just has hitboxes that she can throw out and pretty much beat most characters in the game. So, Lucina is a very consistent, well-rounded character, and I just don't see how she is gonna fall any further, because I think this character is just really strong. Next up, we have Snake. Now, Snake is one of those characters that I think, and I've actually thought this for quite a while, was a little bit overrated. Now, I say a little bit because I still think he's top tier. I still think he's really good. The reason I say this character might be a little overrated was he's a pretty big body, he gets comboed hard, and his recovery, despite the mix-up potential, is still bad in certain scenarios, right? Like, you can still just run off and edge guard him pretty well and kill him off stage. And I think this character can just get kind of predictable if you kind of catch on to the recovery pattern, and I think that's what makes this character a little less good. That being said, this character is still ridiculous. This character is still one of the best in the game, right? Grenade pull, frame 1 can get out of combos super quickly. Grenades just do everything. You have 2 grenades on stage at all times, right? You can drop them, you can throw them, right? A lot of snakes actually just run off stage and then throw a couple grenades, grab a ledge, and then get back on and find some kind of follow-up. He has an extremely fast down air, right? Down air out of shield is ridiculously good. He has a pretty good grab game with down throw. You can actually just kind of try to just kind of predict your opponent's options. Of course, at like 160, 170, that becomes a kill confirm into up tilt. Up tilt itself, raw, is amazing, right? Just running around and throwing that out at hypersense, reading spot dodges, reading unsafe options and up tilting kills really early, like 120 or something. His F tilt is great, that kills at the ledge. It's really quick. You can get opponents off stage, and then you can set up for Nikita edgeguard. This character has B reverse grenades to mix up his movement options. He has C4, which is super good at covering the ledge, right? It's actually a good tool to use if you're recovering, because, right, if you have to recover low or whatever, and you have a C4, and you're kind of in the air, you can actually just blow up the C4, force your opponent to shield or get out of the way, and then air dodge the stage. So he has options to even recover using his C4 pretty much. And of course, more directly, he can infinite recover with his C4, which may be a little situational, but you can do it. So this character is crazy. He has dash attack, covers so much space. Right, Snake, you're pretty much going to be dash attacking all the time, and it's just a great move to throw out. It pretty much helps negate how slow he is. Not to mention that he is a big body or not a big body, sorry, but a heavy character, right? He lives super long. This character I think he's like top 10. He's at least top 10 heaviest character in the game, so he'll just live forever, and he can get so much off of just one hit. Just get a grenade hit and find a back air out of it, find an up air. He has up smash, which is great. You can just set up that wall at the ledge. It's ridiculous. You're not going to be using F smash too much. It's really unsafe. Down smash is decent for reading ledge get ups and certain tech options. So this character is really, really strong, right? Has options, has tools, and you can just mix up even recovering high, falling with B reverses, get back to the stage, and set up shop again, and he can camp you out, and he can play aggressive if he wants to, but he definitely is looking for those setups, and Snake is still a huge threat. Next up we have Shulk. Now Shulk is one of those characters that everyone is saying, oh, he's so hard to play. We just need someone to play him. But there are people playing Shulk and doing very well. But what makes Shulk so good is that he has ridiculous hitboxes on his aerials, right? He has so much range, and he's one of those characters that you'll find a lot of characters struggle in the Shulk matchup, right? He has actually a really good matchup spread, I think. And he can really just wall people out with his projectiles. He can chase you off stage with them. They're just huge, right? He can just really overwhelm you with the amount of, I think I might have said projectiles earlier, but the amount of hitboxes he has from his aerials, right? Not to mention the Monado arts, which are his biggest tool and the most difficult part about him, but you're using the speed Monado, right? That's where you get a lot of your combos, right? You can do a whole lot with Nair, with forward air, with your tilts. Really good. Jump Monado, right? You pretty much have the highest jump in the game with Jump Monado. You're the fastest character in the game with speed. You're one of the most powerful characters with Smash, and with Buster you can rack up damage. So this character has something for every situation, and it's so scary to play against this character sometimes because he has all those options, right? He has so many options at his disposal. I mean, Shield Monado is ridiculous, right? The Shield Monado can pretty much just get you out of combos instantly, and you can't die. When you're using that, you can't die. So I've seen Shulks at 170%, and they just Shield Monado, and you can't do anything. You have to just wait it out. So this character has pretty much a get out of jail free card. His up B can kill you off stage. You can run off stage and reverse up B to catch a lot of recoveries and kill people with it, especially with Smash Monado. So yeah, this character is ridiculous. He has combos, he can edge guard, he has so many options, he's very powerful. He has just massive disjointed hitboxes, and honestly, it's just a really good character. Next up, we have none other than Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer is, again, one like Shulk, a very tricky character to play, but this time because while Shulk has to deal with all the different Monados, Pokemon Trainer is actually 3 different characters, right? But what makes this character so strong is, I think the main character that you're going to be using is Squirtle, because Squirtle has a phenomenal neutral. He's super short. It's hard to hit him, right? What do you do against Squirtle when he's dashing around? He's very fast on the ground. He's really short. He has great aerials. He has really good combos. He has so much stuff off a down throw. Up airs, fairs, back airs. You name it. This character just has great combos. You're not really going to kill with him too much unless you kind of read attack, with a smash attack, because he's not the most powerful. He has up B. He actually combo into up B, so that's really good. Squirtle's a great character. Then Ivysaur is going to be your zoner. Ivysaur has kill confirms. Ivysaur has a massive up air, despite I think being nerfed a little bit. It's still ridiculous. Kills you really early. Down air is a pretty good spike. He still has confirms into up B, so still a really good character. Not to mention Charizard. Charizard is actually insane. This character got buffed really hard and has so many great kill options. Of course, you're only going to be using him really at higher percents, but you can up smash out of shield is really good. Back air, especially if you can hit a back air off stage, you're just going to kill incredibly early. F tilt at the ledge kills really early. This character has flame breath. Side B sometimes can catch your opponent off guard. It's pretty punishable, but this character has so much power, and you combine these three characters, right? Like, to be a good Pokemon trainer, you have to master all three, right? You can't just... Some people might be able to just kind of play Squirtle and Charizard. You could do that, and I know some people play a lot of Ivysaur, but I think you really, to be good, you got to master all three, because they work and they complement each other in just so many great ways. Of course, just switching is a great option. It's a great way to get out of combos. You can actually use it to recover from pretty far off stage. So yeah, this character is just super strong. And because of the three different characters, Pokemon Trainer's matchup spread is pretty good, right? It still has some weaknesses, but because you can kind of switch and just kind of deal with what you need to using pretty much three different archetypes, you have a really versatile and really strong character. Next up on the list, we have Inkling. Inkling is really good in that she's really safe, right? If you space back air, it's one of the best moves in the game, right? Inkling's back air is incredible. It has a massive hitbox. It's a disjoint. It can pretty much alone negate so many other characters, right? Inkling is really good because of that back air. But also Inkling has the best dash in the entire game, right? Her dash is amazing, right? You can dash under projectiles. It's really fast. Dash grab is great. This character gets stuff off grab because you have up throw, up air. It's a kill confirm, right? It's really good. Jab is incredible. Jab at the ledge does so much damage. Now, this character's main weakness is that she still can struggle to kill, because Roller just definitely has gotten worse as the game's progressed. Now, it's still a threat, but it's so telegraphed, you can kind of react to it. Like, it's sort of a reactable move, and it really can only be good in certain tech situations. And if you do land the Roller, you get a kill very early, right? Your smash attacks are very strong, but it is difficult to land Roller, and it's really difficult. Like, you're not going to kill with back air unless it's off stage, like really far off stage. Fair even kills pretty late. But this character does have some other things. I think you can like first hit up air, up smash, which is actually pretty decent. This character has other options off of grab. You can just go up and do up airs and back airs and nairs. This character is very quick. So just a great punish game overall. And I think you see a lot of melee players using her because you really have to rely on those really fast, really good fundamentals, and Inkling just provides that, and Inkling is just a really well-rounded character because of that. And this character is actually really popular secondary. You don't see a whole lot of Inkling mains for some reason, but this character is still really good. This character, I think, is undisputedly top tier because she has those kill options, right? She has up throw, up air. She can edge guard you. Her recovery is one of the best, if not the best, in the game. And even if you mess it up landing on stage, it has a hitbox, which you wouldn't think it does, but it will actually knock you away. So you can't even really punish a messed up recovery. So Inkling is incredibly strong. Next up, we have Waft. I mean Wario. Wario is one of those characters that has such a dangerous combo potential, right? We all know he can do Rising Nair, right? If you get both hits into, kind of fast fall, up air, up air, up air. Platforms make this character so scary. He can up tilt into up air, into another up tilt on the platform, into another up air. And of course, when he has the dreaded Waft, he can confirm off of up tilt, off of up air. Even off of Nair, I think sometimes he can confirm half Waft from a down air. So this character is really strong because Waft can kill you at 50%. It's ridiculous. Even small characters, middle of the stage, 50%. right? This tool pretty much makes Wario one of the best comeback characters in the game, right? He has amazing kill confirms off of Waft. I know this character has kind of been compared to Ultimate's version of Melee Jigglypuff because he's so mobile in the air and he has so many great aerials, right? Fair is really good. It can be spaced out. It can lead into tech situations. It's a really good move, and it's just there to just kind of throw. It has such a long-lasting hitbox. It does decent damage. And back air is pretty good for a raw kill option, especially if you can't land that Waft confirm. Back air is going to be how you're going to kill. F tilt is really strong. Just run up F tilt or F tilt at the ledge. Really good. This character has Bite, which is super good at covering get-ups. It can cover platforms. It's just a great way to mix your opponent up, and it actually heals you and gives them a fair bit of damage. Not to mention that this character has one of the best recoveries in the game with Bike. You can actually just go under a lot of the stages, right? Go completely under them with Bike and then up B, right? So you can't even really do anything against this character when he's recovering. He has a phenomenal recovery. Of course, you can even Waft to help your recovery at like last resort, but you hardly ever need to do it because his recovery is so good. This character just has ambiguous movement, long-lasting hitboxes, pretty quick, phenomenal recovery, and it's just a tricky character to play. Just a really solid character. A lot of people have Pocket Warriors. He's a great secondary. He's a great main. He's really strong. Still struggles a little bit to get in against sword characters and against disjoints, but even then, he still can get in and still combo those characters, right? If the Wario player is just a little bit better and just a little bit tighter with their combos, he can play anyone in this game, right? So, Wario is just ridiculous. I know Palutena was changed a little bit in this patch, and it's hard to see where that's going to take her, even though I think it's a little bit of a nerf, but not really going to get into that. Palutena is ridiculously strong. This character, it's hard to even know which one of her aerials is the best, and I think most people would agree it's Nair, because you can string like 3-4 Nairs into each other, but Fair is safe on shield if spaced. It can even kill off stage. Back air is a great kill move. Down air is a decent spike. But this character has combos at low percent off of grab, right, off of her falling aerials, but like you can just down throw Nair, 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 down throw Nair, Nair, up air, down throw, up air at a little bit higher percents, and then you get higher still and it's down throw into back air and it kills, right? This character is super safe, is fast in the air, fast on the ground, has 2 projectiles. Explosive Flame is great for, covering opponents' options when they're trying to get back to the stage. Auto Reticle is pretty good in neutral if you're further away, even though it can be a little unsafe. Down Tilt is a really, really probably the best 2-frame option in the game because it pops him right up for a fair for a back air, so it can lead into a lot of kills. This character has a back throw that kills, right? You can just kind of do a roll behind or just kind of wait by the ledge, wait for a get up option and back throw. So this character has ridiculous options. Dash attack, you might think, oh, it's probably not that great. It's not really safe, but this move has so much priority. It's actually ridiculous. It goes through so much. This character just has so many options. The grab game is threatening. The aerials are really good, really fast. This character is one of the most simple characters to use, right? And she's still difficult to use at a high level, but she just comes through, and that's why so many people play her at a high level because, when push comes to shove, when you're in bracket or when things are nervous, when you're in a good, really close match, you want a character that has so many options, and that's pretty easy to play, right? Her up air, it kills so early. This character can kill in every different way and is just really safe while doing it. So, yeah, Palutena is one of the most well-rounded and one of the best characters in the game. ZSS, Zero Suit Samus, has the best disadvantage in the game because of Flip Kick. Now, Flip Kick can get you at a disadvantage pretty much for free. Right, you're off stage, you can Flip Kick and you can kind of change the angle of it. If you happen to hit your opponent, you bury them and you pretty much get a free up B that's going to kill at like 90-100%. It's really strong. This character is really good, has a very good neutral, is very quick, has combos, has all these really crazy strings, has great, tech reads. This character actually really pays off if you're good at reading your opponent, because you can just down smash, stun them, and F smash. Up smash covers platforms. This character has a projectile that stuns, has a Zair that can space. Back air can kill. Up air can still kill. Up B kills really early, right? It can be used as a shield, even though it's a little bit slower. This character, it's hard to play. This character is really hard to actually play, and just why you don't see much of her, because she just feels weird, right? If you just pick this character up, it feels weird to play her. It actually feels like she's not very good, but what we see what top level players can do with her, and it's pretty clear this character is actually just ridiculous. And I don't even think the nerf to her berry even matters, because you still can pull off that up B. It's just a little bit tighter. So yeah, this character, I can edge guard. It's just really good. And, she struggles because she's a little light, so you can get killed easily. But this character is just very powerful. It has a ton of options. Has virtually no disadvantage. So you're always going to be playing with the upper hand pretty much. You can always just reset neutral and use her speed and use her mobility to just kind of reset and go from there. And that's why Zero Suit Samus is I'm top 4 in the game. Peach is another ridiculous character. Peach has one of the best, again, if not the best combo game in the entire game, right? There's so much you can get off of down tilt, off of nair, right? This character can string so much together, especially if you have a turnip. You can extend that off stage, you can get fair, that kills. This character has float, which does full hop aerial damage. It's ridiculous. The float's a great way to mix up recovering. You can go edge guard with it, just kind of float above the stage. You can down air. Down air is really good. This character has, throw combos, down air, back throw, down throw, nair. This character has turnips that they do have the RNG as well, but they can gimp so many characters. They're just great to set up ledge guarding. Same ledge guarding, edge guarding, and ledge trapping, of course. So yeah, this character is just really scary. It's floaty, so just doesn't really get comboed too hard either. Can get out of combos quickly. Up B is really good. It has good priority. You can't be challenged up off stage that well. It's not like the furthest recovery, but it's really good. This character struggles in being slow and can be rushed down a little bit, but can still just get out of that very easily, right? So despite being a little bit slow, this character is just such a threat because there's so many ways to mix up your movement with float and with your fast aerials, your really good tilts, and if you get one of those, you're just doing crazy damage, right? It's over pretty much. So yeah, Peach is just a huge threat because of those combos. Pikachu is one of the strongest characters in the game, like Peach, because he has insane combos. But the thing about Pikachu is he is just quick. He is a fast character. He can approach really easily with Thunder Jolt. He can keep you out with Thunder Jolt. He can kind of control, right, the distance that you guys are fighting, right? Because his projectile is so good. And then he can run in when he sees an opening, and you got up tilt, nair, drag down combos. His aerials are really safe. They can kill. You have setups into down B. And this character gets to stage for free. He has, I think, the best recovery in the game. He can use quick attack on stage, get out of disadvantage to just, mess the opponent up and just get to the other end of the stage. He can side B, up B, so he can pretty much go under the stage and just kind of stall, kind of reset down there. And yeah, this character has great, if you can, great tech chasing, jab lock, into F smashes, really strong. This character is so fast and has probably one of the best matchup spreads in the entire game. So many people lose to Pikachu, I feel like, because he's small, he's kind of hard to hit, and yeah, it doesn't die quite as early as Pichu, and it just has better combos, better kill options. So yeah, this character is just ridiculously safe. It's just crazy combos. It always moves kind of linked together very nicely. And again, not many people play him, but it's hard to see why, I guess, but yeah, this character is really good. Even I think you can make a case he's the best in the game, but we have the obvious pick, and that is none other than Joker. One of the safest characters in the game, right? You can space back air, you can space in air, you can just kind of dash around. He has grab combos at low percent. He has just crazy frame data. It's absolutely mind-boggling, honestly. This character has so much, right? And obviously we know he's got the drag down up airs, which really complete him as a character, because people originally thought that he was weak, and he is kind of weak, and that he struggles to kill. But once you get those drag down up airs into, whatever, down smash, up smash on a platform, it's really good. I mean, he even has like pretty much an infinite with up airs on a platform. On some characters, he can just keep up airing them, and it's just really hard to deal with. First hit, and getting that first hit fair, popping him up, and up airing or drag down up airing into smash attack. Really good. This character is crazy, has those kill confirms. His raw smash attacks are pretty strong too, but what really makes this character, and you guys already predicted it, Arsene, right? Arsene is actually busted. This character stays out for, I don't know if he stays out for too long, but it's just way too easy to get him. Like he's just available. Like you see Arsene like at least 3 times in a match, and right, if you land that Arsene back air, your opponent is dead so early, right? So early. And down air is a great spike with Arsene. Dash attack is super strong. All his moves, right? And he pretty much has combos out of his throws at like every percent. And you can rack up damage so quickly. Down guns for landing. Like, so many characters struggle landing, and he has that option just to shoot his guns down, and you can't really do much to challenge that, right? It's really good, right? His Aegon is a great projectile. It even kills at higher percentage, just great for racking up damage. Counter pretty much negates a lot of characters' recovery or game plan in general. It is great against projectiles, so you can build up that Arsene meter really quickly, and it will kill characters with bad recoveries. So yeah, I mean, Joker has those options that are just ridiculous. They pretty much negate, like, most of the cast. Like, I honestly think this is a really cool character. I don't think that he carries players at all, because he relies on very tight combos and just really precise movement, precise spacing. So he's actually not easy to play well. He's not some brain dead character. He's actually very difficult to play. I don't think he carries anybody. And I think there's a good case he's not even the best in the game. I think he's the best, but you can make really good arguments that any one of these top tier characters is better than him. So, take it with a grain of salt, really. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Until next time, guys, peace.